Call of Duty World War II has possibly been announced as a new title for the Call of Duty coming in 2017. So here is an information and leaked image videos by myself, Sanizka, and so we're just going to start straight away with the images that we see. So the first image that you can see here, it is simply the backdrop of a similar Private Ryan kind of setting from the movie, as we can see, with Call of Duty WW2, which is World War II, in the middle front. So what does this tell us? This gives us a lot of information on the game, which WW2 does seem like World War II, but I doubt that would be a title. It does seem pretty realistic, but it's a very, very kind of weird title, but I do believe it's very possible. So from what we see, it will be set around, of course, World War II, one of the Great Wars, and from the kind of setting you see, it's going to be a very similar setting to World at War. So we can see a few M1 Garands and a Thompson here and in other photos, so it does suggest that the weapons will be similar to World at War. We might see the return of the PPSH and guns like that. So, what do I think about this game? Some of the information I have found through many different websites and just many different news is that the setting has still to be announced. So some people believe it might be set in Vietnam, since the game is being made by Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer Games are the ones that made AW, Advanced Warfare. So also another information is that it has been established that the Call of Duty franchise will be made on a 3-year cycle. What does this mean? Is that every 3 years the developer which makes it, so for example, AW was made 2 years ago, meaning when this COD comes out it's exactly 3 years. So it's a 3-year cycle between who makes it. So after this COD it's going to be back to Treyarch, who made Black Ops 3, since after this COD, next COD will be 3 years away from Black Ops 3, and so on. So Sledgehammer did make AW, the first ones to bring in jetpacks, and now they are making what has been announced to be a boots on the ground. Throughout Twitter and stuff like that, it has been confirmed that some of these images are real and that boots on the ground is a thing happening in this year's Call of Duty. So many fans are still trying to figure out where it's going to be. Some believe it's going to be in Vietnam due to rumors being announced earlier on that Sledgehammer was actually working on another Call of Duty thing, which was meant to be a third-person shooter. I'm pretty sure it was like a sidetracked game. However, some of the people disagree with it and left, and they ended up going to make Titanfall 2. So it was meant to be called, from what I see here, Fog of War or something along those lines. Yes, Fog of War. So it was meant to be set in Vietnam. There are a few pictures out, so I think they wouldn't go too far away from that kind of subject, since it was a game already in development. But then, of course, they would make it into a first-person shooter and stuff like that. So has one of the images you can see here, it just shows a Vietnam set, and you can see it is a Vietnamese soldier. However, this could just be fan art and could just be completely fake, so do not mark my words. But another one which is very possible, and I believe it's the most likely setting, would be the Great Wars to be set also somewhere in London. Why do we believe this? So before Infinity Warfare, on Twitter, Call of Duty, or either Sledgehammers, I'm pretty sure it wasn't Sledgehammers, but I'm pretty sure it was Call of Duty that tweeted out on New Year's a picture of an astronaut. That told us that the new Call of Duty would be set in space and a futuristic time, which ended up being IW. So Sledgehammers then released a tweet which let us know that it could possibly be in London, which was a New Year's tweet which showed a kind of an old engine moving into 2017, and then when it reaches 2017 there's a kind of a banging or like an old-timey chime sound, which many people believe to sound like London's Big Ben. So it is a possibility of being set in Big Ben, because we have to remember that London Blitz and stuff like that was set during the Great War, so it's a big possibility that a campaign and most of the maps might be set throughout London, which would be great to see. Another image here is some of the leaked image of the possible casing that we could have for the game. I'm pretty sure this won't be the official casing. It'll be more like, it will be the official casing, but it won't be like the main game. This is like the special casing for special editions. Very similar casing to the Black Ops 3 if you got the special edition of Black Ops 3. Since it looks like a quite hard casing, there's a few different ones, so maybe they're just practicing designs and not know which one to go for yet. But as you can see, a lot of the information that we get is simple, that it will be boots on the ground, it will be possibly set in either London or Vietnam, or, you know, it's not going to just be set in one place. We've got to take that into account, that the Great War was set in many different countries, but we can confirm that it's going to be a similar weaponry to World at War. Another piece of information I would like to share, it's my own opinion on this game. So, since Sledgehammers were the ones that made Advanced Warfare, the first ever EXO movement game, I do believe this might be a quite fast-paced, boots on a ground game, because it might include stuff like sliding. I doubt it would include Dolphin Dive, because Dolphin Dive was made for Black Ops 1 by Treyarch, and then it was never made again. So I believe sliding will be a thing in this game and not Dolphin Dives. So I do believe that there will be some sort of movement towards this game, of course not wall runs and stuff like that, but it will have, you know, some sort of fast pace to it, because I don't believe Sledgehammer would move away from EXO completely. It would add some sort of sliding, some sort of peeking around the corner and stuff. So that's what I believe that to be. So yeah guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and maybe comment on your ideas of the game. I'll probably be making videos like this for FIFA 17, FIFA 18 as well, leaked information, and any more leaked information I will come up with. So yeah guys, if you enjoyed that video, let me know in the comment section below, and take care.
Slightly, it was on a Friday. I know it was slightly, it was on a Friday. It was on a Friday evening, and I was slightly steaming. Saw this girl like she's quite decent, she saw me like he's quite decent. I said, hey.